Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Sorry that I've been, I guess, slacking for like the first team for headliners. I was mentioning in the Player of the Month review for the Juanmi card that the last 2 months have been really busy, and I kind of just wanted to play something else, you know, and just chill out because my brain was just so focused on the content creation that I just had to like kind of switch off. And now I'm kind of like getting into the groove of things again because Headliners Team 2 is coming out, and then when Team of the Year comes out, you guys know that we're gonna have to be all over that as well. So for today's video, guys, apparently we have the leaks for Headliners Team 2. We're gonna be talking about which cards, you know, could potentially be really good or be bad or whatever it is. The first team for Headliners, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I wasn't like super invested in reviewing the cards, right? Like I think it was like the perfect week for me to not really care. Like I know that some people wanted me to review the Savanier card, Acuna card, those types of dudes, but yeah, I just figured that it was a really good time for me to like not do any of that, right? But yeah, we do have the leak for Team 2, so if you guys don't want to see the team, just don't watch the video, obviously. But we're going to be talking about each individual card and which ones I do think are going to be pretty nice, right? So the first one that we have here is going to be Mohamed Salah. So Salah this year, guys, to be honest with you, is a very good card. In my opinion, I've always told this to people. In previous years, I was never really super invested in Salah. Like I always felt like he was a super generic card. But this year, it's very different because of how the mechanics work. The mechanics are different, right? So with Salah, he already has the base stuff, right? So 4-star, 3-star, yeah, the 3-star weak foot kind of sucks, of course. But honestly, it's worth it for a card like this because in the mechanics of this year, a card like this in a Hawk chemistry style, look at his shooting, look at his pace, and look at his physicality, right? If they improve the dribbling even more from what it is right now from the Player of the Month, disgusting card, okay? You got great passing on him. You could pretty much use him in any of the attacking areas. Like I said with Salah, I think when I reviewed him, because I haven't used him in a while, when I reviewed him, I think I said that it's a card I would mainly use in the side positions, but regardless, Salah can be used anywhere really, and the card's going to be fantastic for you because most of the opportunities you're going to find yourself in is going to be on the left foot anyway, so won't necessarily be a problem. Here's the thing. Why is he so good this year? Because the dribbling, the way that it works, it's very different. He has his own body type, which in previous years, I'm going to be honest, I just didn't like, right? But not only does he have that, but he even has the meta shooting traits, right? Outside foot shot traits, finesse shot traits. Guys, you should try to pop in some long shots with this outside foot shot. Like long shots with outside foot shot is actually freaking sick, okay? Showed some examples of that with the Modric card, and the Modric card was really fun to use, but medium is a little bit of a downfall. Joshua Kimmich, this card's a little bit different because for base card stats, I don't think they're going to improve his pace by that much because genuinely, that's the only thing missing on the card. But guys, here's the thing, okay? Even if they don't improve the pace by that much, I'm going to be honest, I would say he's a 90 from this. So if the Headliners is like a 92, 93, and they give him like a +4 for acceleration and sprint speed, it's not bad. It's not bad because on a Shadow chemistry style, playing through the middle positions, he at least has the acceleration, okay? So the acceleration part is very important, but this card has a lot of potential. It just depends on how they improve the pace because it is a Headliner, so obviously there's more variables to those cards because they get upgraded in different ways. But yeah, if they can get the sprint speed, I would say to like an 84, he'd be kind of sick because the finishing needs to be improved a little bit too, with shot power being improved because he's really good at everything else, right? So he's going to be a specific midfielder because he has the high medium work rates. He has the lean body type with great dribbling stats for a midfielder. It's usually not ideal for attackers, but for a midfielder it's really good. And then he has the defensive stats with the shadow, and then he also has the aggression. So with a card like this, there's a bunch of potential, and I can see him being a really sick card in the future if they make some sort of promo for him and actually give him the proper stats in the pace department because there's a lot of potential with him. It's just the pace that's a little bit off, right? Next up, we have is Cancelo. With Cancelo, guys, I really like Cancelo this year. I think he's a fantastic card. What he requires for future cards is more pace for base card stats. Excuse me. He requires more pace for base card stats. Why? Because if you give a card like this, let's say for instance 93 acceleration, 92 for sprint speed, right? Just for as an example, if you give him an anchor chemistry style, the card does feel like he lacks in physical from time to time. But I do feel like Cancelo is the one that has the biggest potential in the future, right? Because this card on a shadow, I'm going to be honest, is really, really good. Because listen, he still has 99 acceleration, 97 for sprint speed. Defensive stats are there. And I feel like Cancelo has that like it thing to him, right? The problem with him is the physicals. There's moments where for the full meta of the game, right? And this is us talking about full meta, he lacks in physical, right? So in the future, if they give him any sort of a headliners card and they boost the acceleration and sprint speed by a little bit more, the card is phenomenal, right? He already has shooting. He already has passing, dribbling. Cancelo's one of those dudes this year that has like sharp dribbles, even though he's like 6 foot tall with a unique body type. I say even though, but guys, kind of easy to read, right? Because the unique body type, that's the thing that you have to try out. Once you try it out and you see that it's good, GG's, right? And it's also a card that has 4-star capabilities. So that's pretty insane too, right? So again, another phenomenal card. If they boost the base card stats for shooting as well, that would be crazy. On an anchor, if they boost the pace by +3s, whew, card's going to be nuts. Next up we have is Vinicius Jr. This card is nuts this year. He's really good. I thoroughly enjoy using Vinicius Jr. I think he's really, really solid. So this is the player of the month card. That card is going to be a card that's going to be on the transfer market, obviously. He's going to get some upgrades in the future. Here's the thing, though, okay, that I want to explain to people. I feel like the biggest thing that this card will be improved in the future, which will be the most obvious thing, is base card stats for shooting. That would be the biggest one. It would be that with a little bit of passing, okay? Because the dribbling on the card this year is actually very solid. He's one of those guys where if you were to give him a Deadeye chemistry style, you don't feel like you need the dribbling boost on the card for him. You really don't, because his 5'9" height, his lean body type, it works well for this card, especially at 99 acceleration, 99 for sprint speed, right? So this card this year is very, very good. I like cards that I don't have to touch the dribbling stats, you know? And I feel like EA really needs to look at this in the future when it comes to improving the body types and the way that the cards move, because I really hate when a card feels restrictive in movement, because it almost feels like you're limiting me being able to play with them, right? That's why I usually hate the average body type with most cards, because you guys know I like Correa a lot. Imagine if Correa didn't have the average body type, right? Like there's moments where even if you watch the review, like a shot cancel, you're coming off a dribble in a certain way where there's a limitation, and there really shouldn't be limitations with these cards. It should just feel natural, you know, like that realistic feel is it just feels irrelevant sometimes, you know. But this card, guys, very different this year. Deadeye chemistry style is going to be the most noticeable thing for him, but like I said, for base card stats, they need to improve shooting, because on the player of the month, his shooting is good, but just like every other card, you have to work high percentage strike angles. But there's going to be certain angles where you're going to notice the finishing being lower, even if you give him a Deadeye chemistry style, right? Because that's just kind of how it works in FIFA. Cards always perform mostly to base card stats, okay? But yeah, if he gets a headliners in the future, you know, if this leak is true, which it most likely will be, disgusting, okay? This card is really, really good this year. Really, really solid. Enjoy using him a ton. Next up we have is going to be, let's see what we have. So we have, this is super old. We're going to take that away right there. I just noticed that my face cam is not even here. Lol. Here we are. What's up? Next up, we have Fofana. So let's go to Fofana here. Fofana, 283k for the player of the month, okay? Fofana's card, guys, when I reviewed him, right, there was initially people that didn't even like the review. I'm not gonna lie, like this actually happens, right? But I told people, I'm like, this card, like in the actual review, I'm like, he strikes off all the meta characteristics, right? The only thing that you're gonna really notice on him is dribbling being weird from time to time, because it's 6'1", high and average body type. But guys, these types of cards this year are super meta, okay? Because why? You know, first of all, 4-star weak foot, so there's no limitations. There's no 3-star linear feel to the card, right? He has shooting, he has passing. His dribbling for a midfielder is good, but obviously he's high and average, so you'll feel that. Defensive stats with a shadow chemistry style, the card's phenomenal, right? Because the body type, 6'1" height, and 4-star weak foot, it helps a lot when it comes to defending with the pace that he has, with the high work rates, with the 87 stamina, strength at an 88, 83 for aggression. So even if people thought this card was expensive at the time, it was worth it because he just strikes off all the meta things. It's kind of like being given a Ronaldo Sanchez for cheaper, even though that comparison sucks because Ronaldo Sanchez's body type is different and Ronaldo Sanchez is sick, right? But the Fofana card's insane. And if he gets a headliners, which again most likely will, he's going to be crazy too, because if they give him any sort of boost in any of these areas, even if it's like a +2, +3, with the fact that he is a headliners, right? A card that can upgrade in the future, he's going to be one of the most meta midfielders in the game because he has all the right things. Guys, listen, I like using Verratti, the medium high work rates, blah, 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 right? But for the meta of FIFA, every single time, players who are defending for you, it is always really nice to have the height, okay? Having the height, having the physical presence, you'll see a lot of pro players using a card like this because that's what they require, okay? But yeah, Fofana this year, very good card. If you use him in the right ways, you know, 4-2-3-1, and you know that he's going to be like a little bit more defensive oriented because of the body type and stuff, but he can attack 4-4-2s and stuff. Solid card. Very, very good card. Barella, this card. Woo, Barella. Barella's really good this year. Why is he good? Because of the same stuff. So he doesn't have the weak foot, but he has everything else, right? If he had a 4-star weak foot, this card would be disgusting because even the short and lean minus body type, it's kind of funny because you know who else has a short and lean minus body type? This card right here, Gianfranco Zola, right? And this card, it's really funny with that body type, right? Because that body type in FIFA, I don't know if you guys feel the same way about this, right? But it's almost like it's like a stocky body type. Does that make sense? So short and lean minus kind of suggests like, hey, this card can actually dribble. But not only can they dribble, but their body type is kind of stockish in game. So it's actually helpful for the physical aspect too. Like when I first checked out this card, like in the beginning stages of FIFA, I was like, short and lean minus, like, huh? Like he kind of has like a build to him, you know? And it's actually very helpful because again, with the Shadow Chemist style, take a look at this card, high work rates, stamina is there, and he's good at everything, right? I would say that the main thing that he's missing to make him a very solid midfielder is shot power, right? Because finishing being lower is not that bad, but it's shot power being higher as a midfielder. That would be fantastic to work with, right? It'd be very, very good. Trap is a goalkeeper. Honestly, I don't know what this card is like because he's a Bundesliga goalkeeper, so I have zero clue what he's going to be like because keepers are weird. Honestly, the most consistent one so far has been Donnarumma, so no opinion on that. Laborde was the player of the month for the League One. To be honest with you guys, a card like this, you can actually totally use as your attacking-oriented center mid in a 4-1-2-2 if you want to have fun in that way. But obviously, this is a concept card for the most part, right? Because with a card like this, as a headliners, they would have to improve a few things as an attacker because one, he's 5'11 with an average body type, so kind of chalked already there. But for base card stats, his agility and balance is set up a certain way. But here's the thing. When you have agility and balance like that, right, on an engine chemistry style, you know, with a 4-star weak foot while being left-footed, it is a fun card to use in the center mid position. I was even mentioning this in the review that if you wanted to do that, you totally could, 100%. If you use like a really cool, like aggressive-oriented 4-1-2-2, right? Next card we have here is Rafael Liao. So obviously, sentimental value FC with Portuguese. I don't know what Rafael Liao is going to be like. Am I spelling his name wrong? Am I blind? I think I'm blind, guys. I've lost sight of everything. Rafael Liao. Let's see what you look like. Your body type has got to be big. Yeah, I had a feeling. Ooh, he might be rough, actually. Oh, he might be rough. Ooh, you guys got to boost the dribbling for him. Yeah, sentimental value FC for this one. You know who this guy's not going to touch? I'll tell you who he's not going to touch. He's not going to touch my baby, bro. My baby right here. He's not going to touch my baby right here. Why was this card sick, bro? This card was sick because of this right here. A good medium low. What's the Rafael Liao? If he's high medium, there's a chance. I'm not going to lie. There is a chance. Sheesh, he's medium low too. Oh, guys. Oh, but he's a left winger. Ooh, I don't know about that. We're gonna see. We're gonna have to see about that. Because here's the thing, right? So with Ether at the time, I don't know if he's still in this game. Is he still in this game? No, right? There's no chance he's still in this game. Ether? Portuguese? No, I don't see him. Yeah, medium low. That's a lot of potential, actually. Because medium low work rates, there's some players that perform really well to it, but then there's some players that like don't really do too much with it. Like for instance, Okacha, George Best have sick medium lows, but with him, I don't know if his like body type and his dribbling is going to affect that a little bit to get into certain spaces quickly. But it could be really good. We could be looking at an Ether 2.0 right here, right? We really could. I'm not going to say that we're not. But man, do they have to upgrade this card. There is potential because he's a non-rare 77. But yeah, you got to give him like some crazy dribbling boost. The shooting is not set up poorly because most of the shots I would assume you would take inside the 18-yard box. Because long shots at 69, I don't know how much they could improve that, to be honest. But medium low with 4-star, 4-star, any traits? Is a flare trait too? Okay. By the way, this kid is beasting in real life, man. I don't know if you guys watched the Milan-Roma game the other day, but shush, crazy stuff. Zapata. Is this the Atalanta player? Yeah, it is. Zapata. Physical type striker. He doesn't look that bad. He has the 4-star weak foot, but by default, it's not like a crazy meta card, you know? But maybe he could be like a sick Arnautovic type card. Yo, this card, man, I'm telling you, this Arnautovic, like, what is he like? I always check this, but he's like 12k. Like, you honestly, like, this card is formatted a certain way that's just so good. His medium low performs well in game, you know, 6'4" height, high in average. That Zapata card is probably gonna be like way more expensive than Arnautovic, but like it's just not gonna touch him. Let's be honest, you know. Arnautovic is really, really good, especially for like the price range. Again, he strays away from the meta of the game too, but you know, we focus on fun and good cards here, right? So with Arnautovic, you could totally use him, and I'm surprised, but I'm not, that people don't use the card anymore, because people don't really use teams for fun that often. It's really like meta oriented. But yeah, if I was rocking like a Serie A team, Arnautovic is in there 100%, man. But yeah, with Zapata, you know, there's potential with him. He's high medium, so that's always a good start, obviously. But body type, height, he has the weak foot, so weak foot's not too bad. But I don't know, maybe like a 20k, 30k card. Yeah, base card stats for shooting is set up nicely for him though, so that's a lot of potential there too. Watkins, guys, this Watkins card, I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, it's not this year? Oh, so I'm thinking about last year then. Am I thinking of last year? No way. Was that last year? I was about to say, like, yo, Watkins is actually not that bad in the beginning of the year. 4-star weak foot, 5'11", high work rates. Oh, so he's gonna be like a Holland type player, maybe. Yeah, probably gonna be like a Holland type player. His pace is set up very strangely though. They can improve him to be okay though, because composure's really low though. Yeah, maybe. The pace is set up too strangely, I think. When they do this little huge difference here with acceleration and sprint speed, when cards get upgraded, they're upgraded in such strange ways, you know. But he could be like a Holland type player. Like, you would just work with the dribbling as it is and then give him like a Hawk, depending on how much they boost the pace, or you give him a Hunter chemistry style. But a Hawk probably makes the most sense because of the way that base card stats is for shot power and long shots, right? So some interesting stuff there. I don't know why I keep backing up some weird stuff there, but Joselu is the guy that we just reviewed as the player of the month. Or no, Joselu? Oh, I'm an idiot. It's Juanmi that I reviewed. I'm stupid. Joselu. Oh, you guys gotta... Oh my god, what is this? Yeah, that's straight fodder. Let's be honest, man. Is it this card? Is there no other Joselu? Joselu. Unless you're talking about this silver dude. Like, no chance, right? No chance. Yeah, this card is going to be fodder. There's no chance you're going to upgrade that. Balance and agility is horrible. 3-star, 3-star. High in average plus body type 6'4". Yeah, use this in the elite division and on headliners. That would not be great. What is this? Who's this? Center back from Bologna. It's Bologna, right? Is that Bologna? Yeah, Bologna. Oh, he's actually set up pretty nice. Okay. Oh, he has potential. Yeah, this card has potential, actually. Yeah. Not bad, actually. Yeah. I like this. Dribbling being improved. He's left-footed. Oh, he's a high-medium work rated player. That's a little bit weird. Yeah, that's a little bit weird. But high-medium work rates, it's not terrible, but it's usually more ideal to have like a medium-high for sure. Average body type is a huge plus. For defenders, average body type is beautiful, okay? But yeah, this card has like potential. I could see him being super cheap too, but it just depends on how they improve his pace. Like it has to be like a +8 for acceleration, but if they do that, they have to do that to the sprint speed. So, but yeah, left-footed. Do you have any traits too? No traits, so no like dives into tackles. Wilson. So Wilson is the same Wilson from Newcastle. Definitely not Harry Wilson. No chance. Gotta be the big boy Callum Wilson. He's not bad, actually. Average body type is already chalked, but this card could be usable, actually. On an engine chemistry style or a hawk, if they improve the pace a certain way, and then you would just work with the dribbling as it is, it's like, okay. Because he doesn't have, here's the thing, right? He doesn't have a special version of a card. So if they improve this card by a lot and give him like an 86, like I could see it being okay. But again, not really meta because 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot, average body type, and he has the injury prone trait. This guy, this dude is familiar. Elistondo? Yeah, he could be good. He could be good. He's gonna have low acceleration though, I think. Ooh, low-high work rates for work rates, huh? Average body type, dribbling stats actually set up okay. Thinking ahead for headliners, obviously. Yeah, this card could be all right, but I think he's going to be fodder for the most part too, because I don't see them in boosting the acceleration sprint speed to be at a certain area. But Real Sociedad this year, I think are a little bit strange. They might be in like 8th place at this point, if I'm not mistaken. This year, it's like mostly like Real Betis, Sevilla, like those guys are usually popping off. But yeah, I could see this card being okay. I would say that the main cards here are definitely going to be like Fofana, Rafael Liao could be really fun. Barella for sure. Vinicius, Cancelo, Kimmich, and Salah. Yeah, I would say that Headliners is more of a slow promo in comparison to the promos that we've gotten recently, but I think they're kind of like leading into the team of the year. So we're going to see which cards we can actually review from here once we get the time to, because guys, honestly, like getting the coins is the most complicated parts when it comes to the reviews, because all you do is lose coins when you create this type of content, which I don't mind nowadays because you guys obviously support the channel to be at a certain point where I can do that and not really stress about it, right? Before, like when I first started, it was just like, nah, no chance. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. It's an okay team 2. I would say people are saying like it's better than team 1, but honestly, it's like not like crazy far off. Like these players that are really good, they're going to be expensive anyways, right? So it's not like crazy far off in regards to what you can actually get. But yeah, we'll see what they do with the upgrades, because there's a few of them that's actually like worth giving a go for sure. Definitely looking forward to trying out Liao, Vinicius Jr, Fofana. Like those guys are going to be pretty cool for sure. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.